Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of my video. Just to recap, I'll be talking about the top 8 launches in 2024 that offer the best investment opportunities and potential upside. Also, there is $100 in cold hard cash to be won, and stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how to win the cash prize. So without further ado, let's go to the former Chuan Park. Finally, after several attempts, Chuan Park successfully got unblocked. The developer is a joint venture between Kingsford and MCC Land. Estimated launch date would be in the second half of the year. The land size of Chuan Park is huge and it can potentially yield about 916 residential units. I know some of you are pretty concerned with the build quality of the developer, but do keep an open mind and check out the recent TOP project at Normanton Park. I have seen quite a number of units there and I do find the build quality is one of the better ones I've seen. This plot is right next to Lorong Chuan MRT station. It is just one stop from Next Mall at Serangoon or Junction 8 at Bishan. It is located near the quiet Serangoon Gardens landed enclave, yet near to the public housing amenities. Also, there are 4 good primary schools within the 1 kilometer radius. We have CHIJ Our Lady of Good Counsel, Chuan, St. Gabriel's and Yangzheng Primary School. For rental demand, it is also near the Australian International School. I think there is some pent-up demand over in this area as the last new launch was over 10 years ago. In terms of performance, some of the resale condos have been transacting at slightly above the $2,000 PSF mark. Now let's talk about the price of Chuan Park. After factoring in the lease top-up cost, the purchase price works out to be about 1058 PSF PPR. The estimated break-even price is about 2229 PSF. And the selling price could work out to be around 2005 to 2006 PSF. And this is something really worth taking a closer look at because it is a huge development right beside MRT, has several good primary schools within 1 kilometer, and a history of a strong resale performance. And there are so many amenities surrounding the project. Really, what more can you ask for? Next up is Lentor Mansion. Target to launch right after Chinese New Year, and developer can build about 553 residential units. So with so many launches in the Lentor area within a short period of time, Lentor Mansion and Lentor Hills Residences are my top 2 picks in the area. I've previously done an in-depth analysis of Lentor Hills. Do click on the link at the top of this area if you are keen to watch. After all, the analysis for Lentor Mansion and Lentor Hills are pretty similar. Lentor Mansion has one of the largest land plots in the area with all blocks within 1 kilometer of Sanix Primary School. It also has one of the cheapest land costs, so I hope developer will price it right for the buyers out there. And one thing to note is that Lentor Mansion does not offer 1 bedroom and will start from 2 bedrooms onwards. And this is pretty good news for buyers of Lentor Mansion because usually we would want a development with a unit mix that cater more to the bigger bedroom type, as it will attract more old stay buyers than investors. And this will help in your future capital appreciation next time. The layout will be something that I will be looking forward to because it is one of the first few projects that fall under the new ruling, and that is the harmonization of floor area definitions by the various government agencies. In short, the aircon latch and the high ceiling that were free space to sell previously by the developers are now chargeable. And this also means that there might be refreshing new ideas of creating floor plan to adjust to these new requirements. I have also done up a holistic assessment of all the Lentor launches and ranked them in terms of upside potential. If you'd like a non-obligatory consultation, do drop me a WhatsApp and we can meet up for a quick coffee session. Next up, we have a government land sales at Clementi Avenue 1. Jointly developed by MCL Land and CSC Land, this is a good sized development with about 500 residential units. Estimated launch date would be in the last quarter of this year. This was one of the most hotly contested GLS in 2023 with a total of 6 bidders, with a top bid of $633 million. And this works out to be around 1250 PSF PPR. And this is the last plot to launch in the area after Clement Canopy and Clermont. Traditionally, this area has seen healthy demand as evidenced from the past 2 launches. Clermont sold about 70% of its units during launch day in 2020, while the Clement Canopy sold about 80% of the release unit on the first day of sales in 2017. The housing demand for Clementi is driven by 2 factors, number 1 being families who are looking for own stay, and number 2, rental from tenants. It is a popular location for family with school-going children as it is near established schools like your Nanhua High School, NUS High, Singapore Poly, and NUS. And the huge tenant pool is driven by Clementi's strategic proximity to the neighbouring business parks in your Jurong Lake District, Buona Vista, and your One North. So based on HProp's analysis, with a bid of 1250 PSF PPR and an estimated break-even price of 2156 PSF, developer could potentially sell at 2500 PSF. And lastly, this could potentially be the cheapest new launch condo in 2024. It is right up north beside Woodlands South MRT station, Champions Way. This will be a mid-sized development with about 348 units. Estimated launch date will be in the last quarter of this year. And this site at Champions Way is the first launch in Woodlands since 2011. And the lack of new condo launches coupled with a high concentration of HDB blocks at Woodlands could likely contribute to high HDB upgraders demand in the area. The upside will be coming from the Woodlands Regional Centre transformation. Over the next 15 years or so, it will become home to new spaces for industry, R&D, learning and innovation. It will provide offices and industrial spaces to meet a wide range of business needs. We also have the upcoming Thomson East Coast Line and the RTS that will link Johor to Woodlands North Station. And this will boost the future development's appeal to tenants that are expats and employees from Malaysia. CDL won this land at about 904 PSF PPR. Estimated break-even price could be at about 1,687 PSF. And CDL could potentially sell this at 1,009 to 2,000 PSF. 2024 presents some good opportunities for property buyers because there are more options for you to choose from. But at the same time, this can be overwhelming, and this is why I do all the research so you don't have to. If you are a buyer who likes data and a systemic approach to property investing, do reach out to me via WhatsApp or simply fill out the Google form, which I've left a link in the description below. I will create a customized plan for you to help you achieve your property goal. And remember that I have $100 cash prize to give away. And what you have to do to win the money is just 3 simple things. Number 1, subscribe to the channel. Number 2, like this video. And number 3, comment on which condo will have the highest percentage sold at launch day and why. So this concludes my top 8 new launches for 2024. Happy Huat Huat New Year to all of you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.